Hey guys. Yeah, so senior year I was like, I'm gonna document everything, but this freshman year hit and been really busy. But today I am going to do a day in the life of a CMU SCS student during finals/dead week. I am currently using pomodoro to help me keep track. Please excuse how crusty I look. It is in fact finals/dead week. AKA you just cry inside and you feel pain and you don't take care of your body, you just burn out. But yeah, I have a bunch of things to do today. It's mainly just gonna be study time lapses with some chill music, not super interesting, but you can follow along just to see what I have to do on a Sunday during finals week. But yeah, stay tuned. Hello, future voiceover Rena here to give some commentary to make a boring video slightly less so. For the majority of this gloomy Sunday morning, I worked on a presentation for a research project for my first year writing course, Interpretation and Argument. If you look hard enough, maybe you can guess what it was about. I had been putting it off and I really needed to make some big progress or I would have been in some hot water. Later on, you'll see me work on a paper for my freshman immigration course and a problem set for my discrete mathematics course. On top of all of these assignments, I also had to study for my 2 final exams, submit a term project for programming, and another term project for linear algebra. I, as well as many others, spent my first semester in college at home. Though seemingly bleak and unfortunate, I made do with what my situation allowed. Academically, I was at a disadvantage as I didn't have direct access to my professors, TAs, or even peer groups for help and support. Personally, I felt isolated and it was hard to integrate myself into my school community. But rather than allowing myself to make excuses from all these negatives, maintaining a positive outlook and being thankful for what I did have got me through this semester. I did have to come to terms with lowering my high academic standards, but that, I believe, is a common experience that many college students go through. And in the end, I was able to create a support system with other people going through similar hardships, something that I think is more valuable than getting straight A's. Of course, through the rose-colored glasses of hindsight, I do have a relatively positive attitude about my first semester, despite knowing full well that I struggled quite a bit. At one point, I was failing my discrete mathematics course and barely passing linear algebra. I had to forego and sacrifice many things to make time for school and my part-time job, and all the work that came with both of those, including most of my high school relationships, hobbies such as YouTube, and self-care, obviously. Something that I struggled with the most this semester, not including discrete math of course, was mental health and self-care. A combination of personal issues and just general stress made me throw myself into my work and completely disregard the state of my body and mind. I found myself burning out halfway through the semester and just trying to stay afloat. After allowing myself to reflect on what I allowed to happen to myself, I'm going into my spring semester with even more dedication to my health and well-being. In the end, I still passed all of my classes, hooray, and came out relatively unscathed. I was lucky to have extremely supportive professors who genuinely wanted their students to succeed, and TAs who willingly spent a lot of time with me in office hours going over concepts and problems. And as I mentioned earlier, I made some great friends who are going through the exact same thing, and we all know that stressing together is better than stressing alone. The universe has proven to me once again that everything, the good and the bad, works out in the end. This past semester was definitely not what I imagined my senior year of high school. Well, nothing has been this past year, but I don't think it was that bad. I may be extremely privileged to say that, as many really struggled this past semester, but at least my personal experience wasn't awful. I think that having a positive support system, a little bit of self-discipline, and coming to terms with the situation really gave me this somewhat positive experience, despite all the negatives that did happen as well.
Don't hesitate to call on me for anything.
Thank you for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed this chill/zen productivity type video, and see you guys in the next one.